Okay, so let me go ahead and close this and okay, let's see. Okay, very good. Okay, so today what I want to talk to you about is the 19th super prime. Okay, and there's one item that I forgot to mention in this one, but it's okay. We'll talk about it. Okay, so the 19th super prime is 331. Okay, and at 331st regular prime, 331st regular prime is 3947. The index of prime number 3947 is 548, and 548th additive prime is 9127. Okay, so when you look at 331, which happens to be the 19th super prime, a super prime is a prime that its index is also a prime. Okay, so 331 its index is 67, and 67 is a prime. It happens to be the 19th prime. So the 19th super prime is 331. Okay, so immediately it tells you that 9 is supposed to have 127 verses, and so what I want to do is I want to go back to our Quran, and we're going to go to the last verse in the Quran, 114:6. There it is. And as you see here in violet here, or plum, 331. You see that? 331 is the revelation, order of revelation of this verse. Okay? The last verse in the Quran. That's the order of revelation, 331. Okay? So, go back to our... Okay? So here we go. So that's what I didn't mention there. Okay. 548's composite is 670. 670th numbered verse in the uninitialed surah is 9127. So I just don't know how many ways, or how many different ways God has to tell us this until it sinks in. Okay. 331st Chen Prime is 4211. 4211 is the 359th lonely prime. 359 is the 19th Emirp, means if you write it backwards, it's going to be also a prime, and its Emirp is 953. 953rd composite is 1143, which is 9 times 127. Okay? 279 Gaussian Prime also happens to be 93947, the same number at the beginning. Remember? 3947, regular prime. Okay. So, note that the last verse in the compiled version of the Quran, 114.6, is the 279th verse revealed in the uninitial surahs. Okay? Let us now see what 279 is actually saying. Therefore, woe to those who write the scripture with their hand and say that this is from God to obtain a cheap material gain. Woe to them for what they wrote, and woe to them for what they gained. Can you have more of a direct warning to those people? And those people who follow them try to say that they were right? Can you imagine that? Can you have a more direct way of explaining this or expressing this? that 279 actually, chapter 2, verse 79 tells you this, that they wrote something, they added something that wasn't part of it with their own hands? Okay. And he keeps telling you that it's supposed to be 9127 over and over and over again, according to these numbers that we have here. It can be anything else. Okay. See, look at this. Okay, here I have here in this bullet, 279th Gaussian prime is 3947. Okay. (331st regular prime is also 3947. Okay. Now we go to the last verse in the Quran. Okay. And as you see here, 331 and 279, they line up together. Ask that question from yourself. Forget about what X, Y, and Z are telling you. 331 and 279 are lining up together. One is the order of revelation of overall, 331st verse that was revealed. 279 is the revelation order of verses in the uninitialed surahs. And these two line up, okay? Then we go back to what we had before, okay? And as you see here, 331st regular prime is 3947. 279 Gaussian prime is 3947. Why? So now you know why it is like that. Why those two numbers are lining up like that in the last verse in the Quran. Okay? You just thought those are numbers. That's what people think. They're just numbers. There is a reason for that, and that reason is 19 based. It's not by accident. It's not some kind of fluke. It has a huge formidable mathematical foundation why they're lining up. Because of this. Okay? So, and those then what does 3947 does? Well, 3947 has also a prime number. And its index is 548, and 548 additive prime is 9127. So those two numbers, 331 and 279, are telling you this. And they're lining up together. So I hope that this afternoon you ponder a little bit and ask yourself why. And this is the reason why, right here. By the way, this is on the website already, so you don't have to write anything down, okay? Okay, so I'm going to leave it at this moment now, and we'll finish our Jummah. Allahu Kabir.